What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today is it's pretty exciting because we're driving all the way out to Las Vegas with the Shelby GT350R because, well, I've been talking about it for some time now. The first strides for the new 2020 GT500 have finally begun. I can't believe it's finally happening. As you can see, the GT350R is getting pretty dirty. It's a race car, so I'm not too worried about it. We have about an hour and a half remaining, I think 100 miles or so, and then we're actually in Las Vegas, and then from there, it's going to be non-stop Shelby content. So let's go ahead and get inside the GT350R and finish off this road trip and get to Las Vegas. Here we are. Hopefully we're going to see a few 2020 GT500s outside on display. Right next to me we have a race red Shelby Terlingua. That thing looks so sick. Look at it. Bryden, this is yours, right? Yeah. Mind explaining all the features of the Shelby Terlingua, because this thing's rare, right?
There's 36 or 37.
Why don't you pop the hood? We can check it out. Now, do all the Terlinguas come with the wide kits?
No.
Okay, so it's an add-on feature.
Only 3 of them did.
Guessing that's a Whipple?
Yeah, 2.9 liter.
2.9 liter Whipple. You've got the Shelby covers right there on the valves. So you said again 750 horsepower total? How much wider are the tires with the wide body kit?
So you got 305s in front, which is the same as the GT350s.
Yeah.
But
is it the same width actually, looking at
front. And actually the GT350 front end is on that car basically now.
These wheels are called what?
They're custom built for Shelby.
So with this car you also got a new rear wing in the back. Do they say how much downforce you're getting out of it?
No, they don't specify any of that stuff.
When you buy this, does it give you like a brochure basically telling you how fast it is 0 to 60 quarter mile?
They don't really have any.
You got to test it
You have to find out. They'll give you like ballpark numbers, but they won't give you anything specific.
Okay, so firsthand, you tested 0 to 60 and stuff on it?
Oh no, I haven't had a good track to do it on. I'm
you
usually
should
on the street, and I don't want to
it,
be too dangerous, right?
Dude, I bet 0 to 60 wise with this thing would be just great because just how wide
I'd
those
say it's in
tires
the
are.
3s if you have good traction.
The new GT500 is like I think 3.5. This is 3.9, I believe.
Yeah,
but this would be interesting. It's pretty hard managing the power, I think, launching it. But once you do get the hook, this thing will just be flying down the straightaway. So this has got basically more horsepower than the new 2020 GT500.
Basically, yeah.
720 at the wheel. That's probably close to the 8s. I like that touch right there too. This is, I think they do this with the new Shelby like Super Snakes as well. They put a tiny Cobra badge right there. Yeah. So do all the Terlinguas come with stickers on the sides? All those decals?
So yeah, all of them come with the sticker package. The only thing we've had sort of put on there after was the Dyno Comp sticker because it was
Dyno Comp. Where's that at?
The bottom there.
Okay, yeah.
And the number, you just get to pick that one.
What made you guys choose 33?
A number that no one else picked, so kind of just went with it. You know, didn't really have anything specific in mind.
What's your chassis number actually? Because all the Shelbys, they have their own CSM numbers and stuff.
I don't know. I think it's 33 as well. I'm pretty sure.
Does it show it on that side over there?
It's 33.
Oh, so it matches.
There's one here. And it's 0033.
Oh, that's perfect then. Yeah. I've got to ask, what made you choose Terlingua?
So basically, we came down here to Shelby to figure out how to get a Super Snake, and when we realized you have to get a Mustang GT Premium, brought it here, and then Chris said, do you guys want a Terlingua instead of a Super Snake?
So he upsold you on it?
He upsold us. He did a good job. And we basically said, yeah, might as well.
Was the pricing for each package relatively similar?
Yeah, basically, with standard features, yes, they're close. But as you start adding the coilovers and stuff like that, that was options, it went up quite a bit, yeah.
You know what, guys? I think Chris told us in the last video that the Terlinguas are the most track-focused Shelbys that you can buy from Shelby American, not from Ford, from Shelby. Is that true?
Yeah, so basically the Terlinguas come with the Penske fully adjustable coilovers all the way around.
Okay.
And I don't believe the Super Snakes come with that unless it's an option.
Okay, guys, let's see what it's like to drive a Shelby Mustang Terlingua. This thing, I can't wait, man. I've always wanted to test out these things because the name is just so cool to me. When I see the badge, that's just so unique also. But I'm looking forward to this because I've always wanted to drive a new S550 Mustang with Shelby's wide body kit. I'm excited, man. I really am. Engine start stop right here. Just sounds good, man.
Yeah.
It's so different than the R. The R is like the flat plane crank. It just sounds so different than this. Right away, I'm greeted with a 8.4 mile per gallon average. So
yeah.
I understand how you drive this car.
It's not even how he drives this car. It's just how this car is.
Gosh. I think you mentioned this is not on pump gas, right?
It's on 100 octane right now.
100 octane fuel. God, it sounds so good. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and take this car on the road and see what it's like to drive.
So it's got the twin plate clutch, so it's gonna feel a little weird at first, probably.
Oh, twin plate? Yeah, my GT500 Super Snake.
Okay, so yeah, you'll be used to it then.
Same clutch. Right away, though, I have to say one thing. That hood looks so cool. Say goodbye to the R, guys. We'll be back here in, I think, a few minutes from now, like 20 minutes.
Throttle's really touchy on this.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I don't overdo it.
You're in normal mode
Yeah,
now.
I recognize this, yeah.
You got traction control on and everything, so...
I'm gonna go out that way. Is that way open? Because that way is
should
not...
be.
Yeah, that way is much easier to get out with. And look at that. I think, that's a lightning blue GT350, is it?
I don't know. I'm not too good with the color names, actually.
Instantly, dude, being behind the wheel, man, I'm getting so excited. You can just tell. Okay.
It's touchy, isn't it?
That sounds awesome. Is it popping?
Yeah.
Yeah, these roads are crazy, aren't they?
I know, they're weird. But this car's usually good here.
Driving it though, I feel like the steering wheel is pretty heavy. Is this a normal drive mode?
This is normal. You can change it if you want. There's remotes are here and your steering is there.
Okay, so what does a sport mode feel like? So it's a bit jumpy on the throttle, actually.
Yeah.
So let's go in sport mode. Does it open up the exhaust valves?
No, there's no exhaust.
Okay, so it's not active exhaust. Okay. Where do you want to go in Las Vegas?
I don't know actually which way would be best to do some rips.
Okay.
If you go left, that's the strip.
Let's go to the strip.
Yeah.
That's how you gotta do it in a Mustang Terlingua. Right away, I feel a bit jealous. You know that? Because this thing is just so unique. Even that plaque right there. What is that signed by? Who signed that? You don't even know?
I don't know. I know that's
Okay,
Carol Shelby,
Carol
but I don't
Shelby.
know who the other two are.
Well, that's
Could have been
it's a good
people
talking point at a car show. They ask you who signed your car.
I have no
and
idea.
I know one of the 3 people who signed it. I love the feeling of a manual transmission in a high horsepower Mustang. I'm gonna miss it with the new Mustang GT500, but that's why you have this car, right?
Exactly.
Oh God, that sounds awesome, man.
And once you get under some boost, it'll sound loud.
Oh yeah, you can hear the supercharger like spooling
Not as much
up.
as you would think. I'm kind of surprised, actually, that it's not very loud inside until you're really revving up high.
So let's try to do a 3rd gear, bit of throttle, and let's see how this thing, see if it spins.
Test it out.
That was barely anything, guys. Oh man. I'm guessing when you're driving this, you're getting a lot of attention, right?
Oh yeah, people look all over. It's
They're
loud.
thinking like race cars, right? Just seeing all the number
They never see one
33 on
too,
it.
so
I've never seen one driving around, if I'm completely honest with you. But
it gets
yeah,
a lot of attention.
I'm happy that you went with the manual because something about just the analog feeling of putting in the clutch, shifting the gear.
It makes you feel connected.
Yeah, it's cool. Does this car have automatic rev matching? I know the newer Mustangs that they have that.
This is
Pure analog,
pretty raw.
right?
Yeah, pretty raw.
Yeah, that's how you got to do it.
The shifter's pretty heavy feeling. If you haven't noticed, it's the
Well, yeah, it's a
the-
short throw number one,
It's
right?
I can't remember the name of the company. Barton.
A Barton shifter. It feels nice. I like it. I like it.
I've missed gears quite a bit in this car.
Yeah?
Sometimes
So-
when I'm trying to go like 1 to 2, I don't think I missed 1 to 2, but I missed 3 to 4, and then I missed 4 to 5 once. Also, the red line on this is 7,500, I believe. It's either 70.
Right now it's showing 7,000.
Yeah, that's the stock gauge. It'll bounce after 7,250 or 7,500. They raise it up a little bit from Shelby.
That's so good. I love seeing that hood though. It just looks so cool seeing how the light just hits the exposed carbon fiber. That thing, I'm guessing that costs a lot of money. I'm not going to ask how much that costs, but I would love to.
Part of the Terlingua package, so they don't really include it as an option.
I do feel like I have more rubber in the rear versus like my GT500 Super Snake. I know it's an S197 Mustang versus an S550, but just looking through the mirrors at the same time, it looks so wide, much wider than my GT350R, to be completely honest with you.
How much fuel's in it?
You have 3/4 of a tank.
That's fine.
I'm guessing with 8 miles per gallon, this thing's gonna go to empty pretty fast, right?
No, I mean, we get a few hours of driving.
Okay.
Depends who's driving. My dad likes to hang on to gears long, you know. I don't usually...
Revving onto the red line all the time?
Yeah, I don't like to hang on to gears unless I'm on it.
You got pulled over in this thing?
Mm-mm. Not yet. You know, the other night I was being pretty aggressive on the strip.
Yeah, in Vegas?
Mm-hmm. I was burning some tires.
Yeah? Does it... How expensive are the tires actually? $345s in the back.
I don't know yet. We haven't had them changed, so we're gonna find that out after we burn.
I would love to see like you do a line lock in this, because since the tires are so much wider, you're gonna see so much more smoke just flying up in the air.
I've tested it out before. It's actually, I've never seen the red line just shoot up to the thing that fast in my life.
Oh gosh. Once we get going, guys, we're just gonna focus on what it feels like to drive. We're not gonna go full throttle because we are in downtown Las Vegas, basically. I don't want to get pulled over, nothing like that. We're just gonna get a good idea at just how this car feels on the street. Maybe we can give it a few revs right now in traffic, see. So how long have you had this car?
Maybe 4 months now.
4 months.
I think maybe 6. I can't remember exactly.
How long did it take to build the car itself?
So
you bought it to the Shelby.
Bought the Mustang GT, and it took them, after everything was done, it took them about 1.5 years. That was because it wasn't really prioritized. We kind of didn't need it right away. So they were doing other projects. You know, they had a bunch of Shelby F-150s and stuff.
A ton of vehicles in there, so I could see how it can be hacked. So 1.5 years, and okay, so you just got. So you happy with it? How it came out?
Absolutely, yeah.
What's your opinion on the new 2020 GT500?
I like the direction that they're going with it.
You like it?
I like the fact that they're going to compete with some more exotics now. It's not going to be a muscle car.
DCT, you don't see that in an American car.
Exactly.
Really.
But I definitely think that it'll be better on the track with that technology.
Oh yeah, I bet. Plus the downforce it has, it's a huge GT4 style rear wing, right? The front splitter. But I don't know. I think in a straight line though, this is probably gonna be faster.
Possibly with some good tires, I think so. But that's only one thing, right? I'm not too much of a straight line guy. I kind of like being able to hit corners and stuff.
Corners, yeah.
So
I understand. I'm more like you with that in mind. I like the track because you have the corners, and then the straightaways are like the drag strip. So instead of going to the drag strip, there's comps all over here. Every straightaway you have is like the drag strip. So I think I'm more a track kind of guy, and this is really, I think this would be the Shelby for me, because like Chris said, this is the most track-focused Shelby American vehicle that you can buy, and I think just sitting in here, I feel like it does have a lot of potential. Again, we're not on the track, we're on the Las Vegas Strip, but I just turning the wheel, it feels nice and stiff, and it feels like the car definitely is playing exactly when I do turn the wheel. And I like the throttle response on it as well. I wonder how good it rev match downshifts when you do it yourself. Is it pretty easy?
Yeah, it takes a little bit of getting used to, but you could try it out, and it's you know, it's different for sure. Not like the R. I find with the R you can just floor it, sort of.
The R, you put in the clutch, floor it for a second, let go, and it catches it.
Smooth and easy.
The R, it's a fun car. How would you compare having this and the R?
The R definitely feels more balanced, more refined than this, but to be like an all-out, you know, I think, honestly, I feel like this one handles almost as good, surprisingly.
I wonder what it would feel like side by side.
I can't get them both, either of them, to the limit because I'm not that good a driver, but from what I can judge by, I think this one handles almost as good.
That's interesting just to hear you say that, because having an R, you know, just right off the bat, that thing is just an awesome car. It handles so good. And for you to say this thing is comparable, and I bet you've gone full throttle so many times.
This thing takes more work. You need to really know what you're doing. With the R, I feel like you can get in it and run a good track time just because it's balanced and refined.
Safe. You can go full throttle, and it's not too much. You're not going to get worried. this thing, I think, like the better you get with the car, you're probably going to perform better with it.
You're gonna know your throttle, how much you need.
And here are all the people in Las Vegas. Check that out. M&M World. That is just so freaking weird to see. I think it'd be cool though if we did run into a new 2020 GT500, because Ford has a ton of these just driving around Las Vegas right now, and I think pulling up next to a 500, this would just be so badass, man. Let's see if we can find one actually.
We'll go through drive-through through Caesars?
You want to go through Caesar's Palace?
Yeah, sure.
Mustang Terlingua?
I guess.
Okay. You know what, guys? Scratch that. This is taking way too long. We have an 800 horsepower car. We need to get this onto the highway. Hey guys, we're in the freeway. Okay, so it seems like the freeway is speeding a bit up. Let's get onto this tunnel and just listen how loud this thing is. That was traction control. So that was interesting. I gave it a bit of throttle, and I think the ground was just slick or something, but I felt the traction control kick in right away to let me know, hey, watch out, you're being a bit too crazy. So I'm guessing when you do pulls, you turn off all the traction control nannies and stuff, right?
Yeah, usually.
Okay.
Like if you hit this button once,
that's the normal traction control.
So it'll still stop you from kicking out. But it's less aggressive.
Okay. That was it handles.
It does.
It feels confidence inspiring. No, I felt like even though the tail kicked out,
You feel control.
pure control in this thing. I understand now what this car is aimed to be. You're right about it. When you do a pull with it, you feel like you can control everything with it. It spun a bit, got kind of sideways. No, not sideways, just it kind of, you felt it spin the back, but 100% controllable. So I think on the racetrack, this would not just be a fast car, it'll be a super fun car, keeping you like focused all the time. Yeah, watch out, too much throttle, a bit too little. It's awesome, man. I like this, man. You made a good choice with it. My ears actually hurt. I've never been behind a car that made my ears actually hurt. Man, that's loud. That's not stock.
No.
That was awesome, dude.
It doesn't have any traction here at all.
I know, because the ground, you see all the dirt and the rocks over the ground. But it sounds incredible, dude. I understand why you got this thing. This is just fun.
Exactly.
Making a statement, right? We're growing up in style, the Shelby. Gosh, that's so cool. And the GT500 over there, guys.
Yeah.
2020 Shelby GT500. We're gonna pull up next to the other GT500. We saw it. Anyways, guys, there you have it. That's what it's like to drive a Mustang Shelby Terlingua. Huge thanks, man, for letting us drive this car on this channel. I mean, this thing is just so raw, so mean, dude. Do you have like an Instagram that people can reach out to you
Yeah,
at?
sure. Just follow me at Bryden C Yeah, Bryden, see no underscore, nothing like that, just plain.
Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. It really does help me out. And subscribe for much more great videos to come. Coming up is my first drive in the new 2020 Shelby GT500. Right now, it's still under embargo, so you got to wait a little bit, but it's coming out so soon. Just stay tuned for that. I believe the embargo ends October 29th, so in a few days from now, but the wait is going to be worth it. And lastly, I almost forgot, make sure to let me know in the comment section down below what you think about the new Mustang Terlingua. I'll see all of you in the next episode.